Israeli actress Noa Tishby joins me now. Noa had a family member who had to cancel their wedding after the groom was drafted to the front lines. When did the groom get the call, Noa?
The groom got the call on the about 12 hours after the fighting started. It wasn't the only one family of mine that got the call to join in. Pretty much everybody of that age in my family did, and everybody went. You have to understand how resilient and how united the Israeli people are. 150% of the people that were called to reserve to get drafted joined in. So everybody is united against this common enemy that is an enemy of Israel and of the United States.
I get the impression from talking to people like you in Israel who've gone through this experience that your country is united and enraged at what's happened to you. Is that an accurate description?
It really is. Enraged because this particular massacre needs to be looked at through the prism of 3,500 years of Jewish persecution. This is just another one of these pogroms, Holocaust, mass murder that we've been going through in the past millennia. And yes, everybody is enraged. It's impossible to not be enraged by the sights that are coming out from Kibbutz Be'eri and from Kfar Gaza, from the south, from the scene at that party, that nature party. Every single person in the country, in Israel, which is a tiny, tiny country, every single person is personally affected by this tragedy. And the world should be outraged. And to have people that are qualifying this and are saying, yeah, but why did it happen? There's no why it happened. Why it happened is because Hamas is ISIS and the Taliban. They are the same ideology. The other thing is this. Israel is committed to destroying Hamas. Israel is going to destroy Hamas the same way that the United States destroyed ISIS. And this is just what's going to happen. They decided to go full force out, and they know what the repercussions are going to be. But we have to be careful about this ideology, because it's very difficult to kill an ideology. And that is what we need in the West to be extraordinarily careful about, and notice when it keeps popping up, because it's going to keep popping up in the Muslim world. This radical ideology is going to keep popping up. So Hamas is over, but the ideology we need to keep an eye on.
I believe you work with an organization called Israel on Campus Coalition. And I believe that operation tries to counter the other side of the fence on our campuses. Is that what you do?
Absolutely. I work with a lot of organizations. Israel on Campus Coalition is one of the best ones that I work with. And what we've been doing for a very long time is we've been warning that this anti-Semitism on campuses, which is manifested as anti-Zionism, is going to cause a tragedy. So we have been warning that there's been a dehumanization and a vilification of Israel and Israelis and Zionism as a movement that will allow for a massacre to occur, because we knew the combination of this grooming of the American public opinion to think that Israel's actually committing a genocide, which is nothing but a blood libel, partnered and coupled with murderous Islamic doctrine that was lurking on Israel's border. And we knew, me and ICC and a lot of other organizations that are active on campus, we saw all these BDS activations, we saw all these apartheid weeks, we saw these conferences at Penn University that were spewing anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism, and we knew that these two things together are a recipe for disaster, and sadly, this disaster is unfolding right now in Israel as we speak.
Noa, thank you very much for presenting a true and accurate picture of what's going on in Israel. We appreciate it. Come back and see us again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay.